Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome to Words with Friends. Thank you for joining Words with Friends live on this fine Friday evening. Welcome to TGIF. My name, Derek Men, and I'll be your server tonight. I'm going to start you off with a basket of mozzarella sticks on the house. Our special tonight, if you're interested, is a free-range organic jackpot of $5,000. New to our restaurant? Well, let me walk you guys through the menu. Guys, help, I don't know how to get out of this restaurant bit. Oh, thanks, that worked. Yeah. Great. Here's how this game works. A 10-second timer begins every time I begin reading each question. That's when you need to select one of three possible answers. With 3 seconds left, the timer will vibrate to let you know your table is ready. No! Sorry. To let you know your time is almost up. Might need another slap. Stand by. Lastly, make sure your battery is full of itself and that your Wi-Fi connection is rocking. Rocking and rolling down to the beach. I'm sorry. My kids have that in my... Have you seen that on the... No? My kids like that. It's stuck in my head. Okay, I need to get my head in the game, and you need to get your thumbs at the ready. Now let's play. Question number 1, featuring our Words with Friends word of the day. Which is not a definition of éclate? This is not the answer. This is not the answer. Or vengeful. Oui, sacré bleu. We are starting off the show with a French word, and that is très magnifique. Oh, I love everything about the French. The fries, the toast, the kissing. In fact, one of my favorite things is to wrap my French fries in a piece of French toast and then give the whole thing a big French kiss. Am I allowed to show them? They're saying no. It's probably for the best. Correct answer, vengeful. Now, you couldn't tell, we tried really hard to make sure you didn't get that one wrong. But if you did, and I'm sure your finger just slipped, you can keep playing in spectator mode, where correct answers earn you points towards a mystery box full of main game prizes. All right, moving on to question number 2. Which is the correct spelling of Michael Jordan's most notable sports career? Basketball, basket space ball, or baseball? Jordan was a 6-time champion and a 5-time most valuable player in this mystery sport. And apparently, these days, whenever taking a movie role, he adds the letter B to his name. So look for movies starring Michael B. Jordan. And boy, he has really improved as an actor since Space Jam. It's hard to get out-acted by cartoons. Correct answer, basketball. All one word, just like football and baseball. Then there's ice space hockey. Come on, ice hockey guys, just call it hockey ball. It doesn't matter that there's no ball, okay? Just don't be weird. Question 3. What does one traditionally ask for under the plant pictured here? A kiss, a hug, or a fight? A lot of people asking for fights. It's officially spring, so what better time to ask questions about a Christmas plant? Sorry, folks. If it was up to me, today's game would be full of questions about daffodils and bunnies holding daffodils over their heads, and then predators seeing the bright yellow daffodil and eating the bunnies, and then, bunnies rethinking their mating rituals. Spring stuff. Correct answer, a kiss. It's mistletoe. Everyone's excuse to be inappropriate at the office Christmas party. Without it, co-workers wouldn't get a visit from Santa, but from Sarah Beth in Human Resources. Ho, 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 you're on probation. Question number 4. First published in 1952, Mad Magazine traditionally features the face of which character on its cover? Patrick A. Perry, Stimson J. Catt, or Alfred E. Newman? The poster boy for Mad Magazine used the catchphrase, "What, me worry?" And if you get this question wrong, you might say, "What, me eliminated?" Not necessarily. Why not use an extra life? Those are earned by sharing our game with a friend when you tap the heart icon during the countdown. When they accept, you'll have an extra life to use once per game on questions 1 through 11. Correct answer to this question, Alfred E. Newman. I think Patrick A. Perry is a made-up name, and Stimson J. Catt is the full name of Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, known for the song Happy, 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 Joy, Joy, Joy. Still annoying after all these years. Question 5. Which word has least to do with government licenses? Patenting, patented, or patently? Funny story about government and licenses. I wanted to get that new Real ID, so I couldn't renew my license online. I had to go in, and the lady said, "Great, where's the letter?" And I said, "What letter?" "The one we sent you." And I said, "Oh, the letter's not on the list of things you said to bring." And she said, "Well, how do we know you don't have to take the written test?" And I said, "Because you sent the letter from the DMV." And as you can see on my license, I don't live in Crazy Town. And then she made me go home and get the letter. Correct answer, patently. Oh, I'm sorry, was that not a funny story? I meant to say, here's a story about government licenses that almost drove me insane and got me arrested at the DMV. I guess saying it was funny was patently false. Question 6. What's typically a main ingredient of the blobs in a lava lamp? Wax, liquid glass, or alcohol? All right, man. Question 6 is groovy, man. You squares can keep chasing that money from the man, but I'm gonna turn on, tune in, and drop out. Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Your eyes, I say, your eyes, they look like his. Well, it's tricky, man. We went on a little trip there. Correct answer, it's wax. Just like the substance that held Icarus's wings together until he flew too close to the sun. But I put that on Dad. If Daedalus had been more of a helicopter parent, then he could have said, "Hey Icarus, what are you doing with those wings? Just use my helicopter." Think about it. Question 7. How many 6-letter words can be played in Words with Friends using CENORS? 3, 4, or 5? Yeah, whenever we have a question that's about the main game, I feel like the cool high school teacher that tries to relate to the kids by speaking their language, you know? Like the one who talks about how Shakespeare was the very first rapper. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this very night. You see, class, what Romeo is saying is that he thinks Juliet is pretty dope. The correct answer is 3. Those letters can be scrambled to form the word crones. A crone is defined as a cruel or ugly old woman, but guess what? There's no word for cruel and ugly old man. That's sexist. I think we should make one up. You're not going to like this, but how about... Oh no, a lot of you are probably doing that because that was our brutal question. I can't believe I got that wrong. I feel you. Stay with us though. Use an extra life. Keep playing in spectator mode. Question 8. Which is not a word? Bourgeoisized, bourgeoisie, or bourgeoisification? Back to France we go. 2 real French-based words and 1 made-up French word. All based on the word bourgeois, which means middle-class people with pretentious, materialistic attitudes. Basically all the bad guys from 80s movies. So, if you put all the made-up French words in a basket, would you have a side of French lies? The correct answer, bourgeoisize. Although, is it a fake word? Or is it a cool new exercise for the pretentious? Okay, everyone, let's walk that shopping cart. And Gucci, Whole Foods. Now drive that Lexus and rest. It's a hard class to get into. It's popular. Question 9. Which is the most accurate one-word definition of palatable, edible, acceptable, or carryable? We can break this down to the root word palate, which is the part of the mouth that separates it from the nasal cavity. So, I think that's, okay, right. A palate is also a flat transport structure that keeps goods stable while being lifted by a forklift. So, I guess there's 2, okay, Okay, palette is also a thin border slab on which an artist lays and mixes colors. Okay, I think, you know what? I think I've been the victim of a triple homonym. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Correct answer, acceptable. Related to the palate in your mouth, divided both into hard and soft. Much like the music of Guns N' Roses. You got your hard, welcome to the jungle, and your soft. You and I just use a little patience. Flashbacks to middle school dances. Blech. Question 10. Who did Eleanor of Aquitaine marry after her divorce from King Louis VII of France? King Louis VIII, Duke Henry of Normandy, or Richard the Lionheart? After she split from King Louis VII, it must have been hard for her to go back to the dating scene. I mean, where do you go after married to a king? Ah, well, that's enough about my ex-husband. What do you do, Doug?
I catch fish, then I sell the fish.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do you like fish?
You know, I'd like to get the check, I think. I think I'm done. Correct answer, Duke Henry of Normandy. Okay, so she went from king to duke. That's cool, just kind of boring. I mean, I thought Eleanor of Aquitaine was forced to make her own living by inventing the first acne medication. Aquitaine, we'll chop off the heads of your pimples. They do commercials and, probably not. Question 11. Which dinosaur was an omnivore? A Melanosaurus, a Velociraptor, or a Coelophysis? An omnivore is an animal that basically eats everything. Kind of like a married man with small children, because we eat everything. Everything on my plate, what's left on their plate, leftovers for lunch, half-eaten bowls of cereal for breakfast, random grapes found on the couch, and globs of yogurt dropped on the floor. Hey, it's easier than walking all the way back to the kitchen for a sponge, okay? Blech. Correct answer, Melanosaurus. The Melanosaurus, or the Black Mountain Lizard, ate everything in sight. Animals, shrubs, their kids' breakfast, half-eaten rodents, globs of insect organs dropped on the floor. What I'm saying is, we definitely evolved from dinosaurs. And looks like we've separated the dinosaurs from the winosaurs to get to the last question. Here it is, folks. For the money, question 12. Which is not a scientifically accepted field of study? Crystallography, ichthyology, or metempsychosis? At first blush, you're like, well, these all seem like legit scientific subjects. When you put agraphyology or osis at the end of anything, makes it seem scientific. But at second blush, you're like, one of them definitely seems a little hokey, maybe pseudoscientific. At third blush, you're like, am I wearing too much blush? I was going for Rosie, not Roseola. Boy, I tell you. Correct answer. Metempsychosis. Or the theory that when a soul leaves one's body upon death, it moves into another body. Fun stuff. I have a theory that when the money in our jackpot leaves our game, it moves into the pockets of these players. Congratulations, Jimbotron 33, Dope Guy 672. Are there really 671 other dope guys? I believe it. You all did so well. I bet you'd be able to make bourgeois work in the main game. If you do, you just have to send a screen capture. Just don't do it while you're driving your Lexus, okay? You know what? I got a great idea. Why don't we meet back here tomorrow and do this again? You bring the cheese and maybe a nice hummus, and I'll bring the $5,000 jackpot. Until then, I'm your host, Derek Men. This has been More Suspense Live. Word up. Word out.